Hello everyone, this is HuskyStarcraft here, back to some more StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm 1v1 IEM action. I know I say it every time, but I love making the intro just a little bit longer. That is right, it is going to be more StarCraft 2 from IEM, and this is actually going to be the finals between Polt down in the bottom right side and his opponent, Liquid Hero, up in the top left side. Now, Polt right now, kind of the last Terran standing overall, as a lot of you are saying that Protoss is extremely overpowered right now, which I don't have the numbers in front of me to verify, but that is kind of the consensus amongst a lot of the players and a lot of the viewers as well. But Polt has managed to hack his way through Protoss all the way to the finals. He is the last hope for Terran, but also the hero of Protoss up in the top left side. Hero is always such an awesome, awesome player to watch. He's always got tons of awesome builds, tons of multitasking going on in everything that he does, and that's why he's been a solid Protoss for a very, very long time. Whether Protoss is OP or UP, UPS, I don't know, but either way, he's always been very strong and very consistent. So very, very excited here to watch this series. I am going to be casting the entire series. Sometimes I do not cast the entire series just because there's a couple of games that I've heard are either bad or good. So I decide, you know what, I'm just going to cast a couple of them. But since this is the finals, a best of 7, you guys had better buckle up, sit down, and I keep telling you guys to enjoy popcorn, but really, you're probably popcorned out at this point. Maybe go get some Swedish fish, some Sour Patch watermelons. Those are one of my favorites. But either way, TVP, one of my absolute favorite matchups. I do want to talk about the map just a little bit. I know you've probably seen it already, but it does help to kind of be familiar with the map, of course. So there is going to be the big choke throughout the entire middle of the map, which is so cool. Really have never seen a map quite like this. And then there is the destructible rocks, as well as several entrances to the ramp, or excuse me, to the chasm, is what I'll call it right there, as the epic music unfolds. Hopefully you can hear that. It is loud in my ears, and it is making me want to cast even faster, even though there's not a whole lot going on right now. But we do have a Reaper going to be on the way here for Polt, which is pretty common. This is what we like to call a Reaper expand. I know, pretty creative on the name there. At least, you know what, I want to go on a little rant here for a second. Did any of you ever play World of Warcraft Arena PvP, and they would always come up with like these weird names for every different unit composition? There was like Shadow Cleave and like Beast Wars. I don't know, they would always come up with crazy, ridiculous names. Everyone's been like, yeah, I ran Shadow Cleave in like Season 4, you know, I don't know. But I'm glad that in StarCraft it's like Reaper Expand, 4-Gate, 3-Gate Robo. It like just says exactly what it is. You don't have to feel like you're in some like special elite club. But regardless, we do have the Zealot here trying to chase away the SCV. And was Polt actually supposed to get supply blocked at this point? I mean, I feel like it's okay. Because if you look at it, he's still producing a worker. He's doing the add-on here. Has the bunker on the way. And the depot's going to finish like right when this SCV is about queued up. So not that big of a deal. Definitely intentional here, as he did get the command center super early. Reaper right now is going to be scared away by that Stalker. Stocky the Stalker is going to go ahead and scare that away. Oh, Reaper trying to get a little piece of that action. But he will bite off more than he can chew if he fights that unit directly. As remember, the Reaper at this point, his job is not really to kill anybody. He's kind of a pacifist. Sure, he shoots at you a little bit and he calls you names. Oh, careful there, Reaper. But overall, his job is to scout. Overall, his job is to see what's going on, and overall, his job, to be quite honest, is to survive. There's really no reason to throw it away, trying to kill off a unit. Now, what he can do, though, is throw it inside a bunker. We do have 2 Marines going to be on the way, and the Reaper in this bunker is actually pretty annoying, pretty pesky. He decides to unload it, though, to potentially go for some counter. It's not really counter-attacking, it's more counter-scouting, as he should be able to scout through just fine. Reaper taking a little bit of an interesting path to get over there, but he will be there eventually. Here's going to be the Mothership Core right now, working on trying to harass these 2 Marines, and guess what? Nothing inside the bunker, or at least not enough to stop this. SCVs are pulled off the line. Is there a Reaper up here? No, he's not. Must have, been forced to retreat. He's going to be heading all the way back home. Stalker here doing quite a bit of damage, but guess what? SCV is pretty good. You have that Stalker trying to get out of there, but his days are numbered indeed. That is a cliff. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle. Uh-oh, Motion Core. Motion Core cannot afford to lose that, as it does kill off 1 Marine. The other Marine almost able to kill it off, though. It does look like Time Warp there eventually going to wear out, and it does look like Polt overall has recovered from this. No workers killed this entire game, even though there's been a Reaper, even though there was an attack directly inside the main base. Looks like this Reaper is still alive. Like I said, he's kind of a pacifist for now. His job is just to stay alive, chase things down. Uh-oh, gotta be careful there, Reaper. He might get taken out, but no, he's too fast. this is like one of the fastest units in the game, so you have to be spot on your control to actually be able to kill it off. And remember, they do take a lot of drugs. Don't do drugs at home, kids. It does not increase your HP, but for the Reaper in this very fictional world, it does. So out of combat, he does begin regenerating that HP. We'll be right back at 60 relatively soon. And remember, they only regenerate HP out of combat. If they're being shot at like this, they are not going to rejuvenate that HP and may actually be able to jump up inside, but does get taken out from the low ground. That Mothership Core vision really helping out there and being able to spot that Reaper. So finally taking it out. And I'm kind of curious, what exactly did that Reaper actually spot? Not the important stuff. Did not see the Twilight Council. Did not see the extra gateways. There's a scan going down at the expansion, which is an interesting place to scan. I think he is going to see several stalkers kind of walking their way down there. And this does actually tell him a lot. Even though he did not see exactly what's going on tech-wise, he knows that something is amiss, has the Widow Mines right where they would be blinking inside the main base. That's going to be a guaranteed kill if those stalkers decide to blink that way. And I got to be honest, Hero is setting up a pylon to warp in reinforcements here, then blink into the high ground, and might also, if he's not careful, he could lose this Mothership Core as well. You don't want to get too close because it has tons of vision here. Got to watch out. You better not shout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. That Widow Mine's going to kill you tonight. Although he could actually see it, I think, burrowed right there. So you can see Widow Mines if you're paying close attention when they're burrowed. You can't actually attack them, but you can kind of know exactly where they're at. Now, we do have stalkers over here. I have a feeling he has an idea about this drop moving out, and we'll see if he actually manages to catch it by surprise. Which so far, I think the answer is yes. Where's the blink at? There's Hero. He blinks forward. Can he actually take it out? Second volley is enough. Widowmine burrows, but not quickly enough as it does die. Hero there with a big victory. That's going to slow down any sort of momentum that Polt was hoping to have. However, I do want to mention that Polt only had one Widowmine in there. So I have a feeling that also he was trying to buy himself just a little bit more time, force Hero to be back. So it's one of those kind of like both players end up, you know, coming out okay with that. But Polt, you can see he was worried about dying. He even canceled that and threw down an extra bunker as well, one inside the main base. So he was very worried about a Blink Stalker all in. He probably still is. Wow, going to be collapsing these rocks here. A little bit of strategery going on, just trying to make it so there's less avenues of attack. And also he could try and bait it in there. We'll see if he actually manages to do that or not. But I think that's Hero just kind of thinking ahead that he may need to retreat down there, maybe even blink past it and shoot it, which would be kind of cool. Although really making it collapse on top of an army is very difficult. There's going to be the time where SCV is trying to get a position. You can see the time warp actually making a huge difference right now as that bunker unable to get repaired. A couple SCVs are going to go down. These are going to be the first SCVs killed off so far this game. 4 overall. Hero, though, is only on 2 bases here and has begun probe production once again. This hasn't been a super all-in. He's at 54 probes. So Hero, I must say, doing a lot with very little. I mean, this is not that many stalkers. Sure, they have blink, but they've already forced the creation of bunkers. It's already forced the SCVs off the line to repair, and this is not a comfortable position for Polt to be in. Now, eventually, Polt will have enough Marine and Marauder just to be able to take on everything directly, but by then, there's going to be Colossus. There's going to be good upgrades. The Widow Mine right here has been spotted, so Hero does quite know about this and manages to take it out from the high ground. He did spot that earlier with his Mothership Core, which is pretty cool, but you can see Polt here, he's playing it very safe, but as a Terran, that's not always ideal because that's 300 minerals invested into bunkers instead of something like another expansion, obviously more Marines or even upgrades. So sure, he's got to be able to hold on here just fine, but he does have to be careful not to have his SCVs off the line for too long. It does look like, though, killing off that one Stalker, that's going to begin cutting into Liquid Hero's edge, but again, he's in pretty good shape. He could very easily expand here if he wanted to, but for now, it looks like he is going to be going off of 2 base with Colossus, but he does have enough money here if he wants to expand to go ahead and easily do that. Is going to be loading up some Zealots inside, so Hero, like I said, loves doing multi-prong attacks, loves being aggressive, and Polt, I would say in a lot of games, he has some of the best defense I've seen, but we'll see if he can continue that. For now, he is going to decide to go ahead and go for some drops, deciding to send them to the corner of his own base right now, not actually going to be moving out there as Hero trying to decide, is there actually anything I can do to begin engaging this army directly? I think so far the answer is no, as it does look like the Marine Marauder are going to be running out into the center of the map. Do they realize that these rocks are so dangerously low? War Prism here should have been spotted, as I believe it has been, and there it is. If he can actually unload directly on top of this, this would even up things in a big way. He's trying to get the Marines there. I'm not sure if they're going to unload quickly. That the War Prism could very well go down, and it does. All the units inside are going to perish immediately. All of a sudden, this game is now swinging back to Polt, as this is the timing he needs with Marine and Marauder, with the upgrades he's going to have. He's got combat shields, he's got stem. Does he have Marauder slow? Yes, he does. He's also got well, basically the +1 attack and is looking pretty good here. He could begin to push out, break free from this minor contain that Hero did have established. Losing that War Prism is absolutely huge, because now he doesn't have Zealots. Now he can't put on the pressure to prevent the reinforcements from coming. And in all honesty, Polt making a smart choice here, killing off these rocks so he has a much easier way to attack, can also retreat the other way. And guess what? The factory knows about the collapsed rocks right now. He didn't even fall for it. He didn't go that way. Instead, he's blazing his own trail and is moving out to the right side. Sure, the factory will eventually get taken out as it is now in the red. The scan right there kind of revealing there is an army over here, but all of a sudden, Polt looking to be in phenomenal shape here with this timing. The defense managed to pay off. He's got to delay this base right when it was set up to be completed. I don't think there's enough here for Hero. He's got to get his Colossus over here. Does he have Zelt legs? Yes, he does now, but he still lost that expansion. Factory is a small price to pay for an expansion here. And Polt, this is the money timing right now. He has Ghosts on the way, but as well as Vikings, so he's able to deal with potential Archons later, High Templar, but on top of that, can just EMP the Zealots and Sentries here, which are going to greatly help his mobility and engaging this army here. Whoa! Loses the Nexus, wasn't even able to cancel it there. Hero actually fumbling here quite a bit. There's a battle taking place down here. It does look like the Zealots don't manage to hold their own. The Stalkers should be able to clean this up. But at the same time, I mean, he's way out of position just to kill this off. We'll see if that's going to be enough damage to lessen the blow that's headed his way. I think the answer is no. There's got to be the Stalkers. They do have Blink trying to get to a good spot. Force Field's looking pretty good, but not good enough. Unfortunately, Force Fields don't do direct damage. You need the damage from the Colossus, the Zealots, the Stalkers to hold this off. So far, though, the Colossus do manage to stay alive and actually getting a good engagement here for Hero, getting some nice shots off on that big army. Polt actually taking a big risk engaging right here, but he does have good upgrades on those Marine and Marauder now at 1-1, tying the Protoss. Definitely overextended there. I think he could have retreated and gone for a drop and had much more success. That dead Colossus getting pushed along. Another, I believe that was a medevac getting taken out there, but Hero has managed to stabilize just a little bit. I mean, the main problem is this third base on the way for Polt. Hero has nothing that is comparable whatsoever. He cannot get that third base up. He has no money. He's getting mined out in the main base, and he doesn't really have enough stuff on the map to warrant being able to get an expansion. You can see he does have the Templar Archives. He just wants to make several Archons and probably just try and go for the kill. This game could actually be over relatively soon here, because he doesn't have a backup contingency plan. He's got a probe here who wants to make a base, but even if he throws it down, he has to keep this army alive long enough to be able to get that economy back on track, and I just can't help but feel like that is not going to happen. He's also kind of stuck down here, literally between a rock and a hard place, as that collapsible rock right there did get taken out by Polt. Although this army over here is actually going to get completely intercepted as Polt tries to get over there, so both players making mistakes here. Hero definitely losing those bases, etc., but also Polt kind of overextending himself twice now is going to be very difficult for him to hold off the attack that's headed his way. There is going to be a Colossus here completely exposed, though. Can he kill it off? He desperately wants to. Probes trying to intercept and prevent that from happening. The Marine and Marauder, though, chasing it down. It's not nearly enough, but Marauders inside your base is Marauders inside your face, which is no fun there. They're going to be kiting these probes around all day. At the same time, though, he does have to focus on this battle down here. 14 to lift off right now. Third base is going to go down, so both these players now are down to 2 bases. It does look like those units are going to be unloaded for now to get the quick HP. Where are the Vikings? There's not nearly enough here just yet. There are 3 SCVs pulled off the line. Both these players, though, in a world of hurt as Polt needs to hold this off. Absolutely. Is he going to be able to do it? He is tucked away into a corner, not taking that much flash damage quite yet. EMP is coming on up. Can he actually hold this off right now, though? The SCV is actually doing surprisingly well, but the Colossus doing even better as the Vikings have been taken out. And the attack over here, I don't think it's going to be enough, although it is enough to kill off a Colossus. Maybe it is going to be enough here as more reinforcements got to be streaming on in here. It's kind of a base race, but at the same time, Hero really needs to evacuate. He's realizing I need to kill off these rocks and try and get back home. Probes getting taken out as well. Where are the reinforcements? Not a whole lot of money here for Hero. Not a whole lot of money here for Polt because he did lose that base, and he doesn't really have well, that is quite a bit up here. Might be able to take out the Colossus. Can he get a favorable engagement right here? Hero decides to go for the all-in blink. He's able to take out the majority of the units. 2 Colossus still do remain. The army up here, though, can it kill off everything that Hero has? Hero finally going to be grasping this game for sure as the Archon there cleaning up the mess, and that looks like Polt running out of options. He almost had it. It was dangerously close, but Hero with an absolutely phenomenal game number 1 is going to claim victory. Hero has not rebuilt any next side, though. I feel like he has enough here to win this. Maybe I'm calling it too soon, but he's managed to kill off the main base. He's not going to let these command centers get away, at least not the one in the main base. This one getting shot down by Archons. Is it in the red? Dangerously close to being in the red. The Sentry almost actually putting it in the red. And there we go. It is in the red right now, so that's just going to be floating around, burning down. Hero realizing how important it is to actually chase this and make sure that it does indeed die. And unfortunately, 3 Marauders is not going to be enough to kill off Hero. So an absolutely breathtaking, literally for me, game number 1 as Hero is going to be your victor, and there is even supply drops showing you how desperate of a situation this game actually was in for Polt, as doesn't get Ghost Academy is going to go down. I mean, sure, he's got the 3 Marauders, but at this point, he's got to know. I mean, his ticket is up. That is it. 5 medevacs, 3 Vikings. That is not enough. He is floating to the right side. He may actually, might actually be able to force a draw here. Would he do something like that? Oh my God. Oh my God, he could actually force a draw. Wait, is this going to be a draw? Like, legit going to be a draw? Because, oh my God. Because Polt, there's no way for Hero to get here. He doesn't have enough money for a Nexus. And, oh my God, is this going to be a draw? Is this actually going to be like the first pro level draw I've ever seen? Unless Polt decides to give up this game, this could legit be a draw, guys, as I'm trying to think of what exactly Hero can do here to force it not to be a draw. And, you know, I was spectating Polt just moments ago, but at the same time, it could be a draw. At the same time, these Marauders could actually win. And I think Hero realizing, okay, well, everything is in the bottom right. He should actually be able to see the units down here. And he can, because there's no command center right now. And Hero, he just needs to back up with these Colossus. And there's really no way for either player to win here. Polt is asking, do you have 400 minerals? As Hero does say no. And Polt does have 600. But remember, oh my God, is this actually a draw? Is this actually a draw? I think that it is. I think that this is a legit draw, and I don't know that I've ever done it, and he is going to agree to it. Both these players are going to have a draw. We're going to have a regame on game number 1. Oh my God. Oh my God, I've never seen a draw. I've never seen a pro level draw in the finals of IEM. Oh my God. I did not actually know about this, so that is going to be a draw. Hero versus Polt. Oh my God. I am like blown away. There's usually like 1 Viking left or 1 Phoenix or something to deal with that, to deal with the floating buildings. Oh my God. This is so rare. I'm so excited. I'm used to seeing them in like Bronze League Heroes, but definitely not in pro level games. Absolutely awesome game number 1. So we are going to jump into game number 1 again. Awesome, awesome stuff. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.